It's Sunday the 21st of August 2016. This is a chart update for GR Engineering. GR is a stock that I put up a video for the first time a few weeks ago. I'd been buying in sort of the mid 120 area, and I thought I'd share sort of the reasoning behind that. I think that video was on the 31st of July when it was up around that high 120s. My main reason for buying this stock is that they specialize in gold and base metal process plant design, and that's an area that I think is very bullish at the moment, given the gold price movement and the capital raisings that are being done by developers and exploration companies. That money has to sort of flow down the chain toward engineering studies and feasibility studies, and that's where GR make a lot of their money, and then in the construction of those projects as well. So I think they're in a good position with a couple of the big players in that market. And I think on the start of last week they had an earnings upgrade. So I've got that announcement here, and this is a really bullish. I mean, it's a very brief announcement, but previously they were expecting EBITDA 21.6 million, and so half year EBITDA, I guess, of 10.8 million. And they effectively upgraded that to, you can see, 26.5, 25.5, 26.5 for the full year. So for the half year, that was effectively a 35-40% upgrade on the second half profit. So that's a really big upgrade. And I think with the movement in the market, I think that sort of is going to continue. And I don't think the market has priced the stock adequately based on those fundamentals. I know a lot of companies are moving in the mining services sector at the moment, but some of those I think are not really based on fundamentals, more of just a recovery rally, and those stocks are still going to be under pressure going forward. With the big players in iron ore and oil and gas are still cutting costs, and that's going to filter down to some of the contracting companies. But companies with a real niche like GR, I think, are going to do well. On the chart, I'd previously talked about this sort of breakout we'd had from this level, and how I was targeting a repeat of this, this head and shoulders pattern here, and a repeat of this head toward $1.80. It stopped at $1.60 the other day when it had that $1.65 on the earnings upgrade. It's a stock that's hard to read because it doesn't trade with a lot of volume because of a high management ownership. I think 60-70% of the shares are held by management and people associated with management of the company. So it's at that sort of key level around 165, which is a big support, a big resistance zone. So you might see it hold up again there, which we have. It's gone sideways for a few days, but only on low volume. You can see here, this is tiny volume. This is $50,000 a day of trade. So I think it's very bullish here. And I think up to 180 is definitely achievable in the short term, purely on the chart. But I think on the fundamentals, this stock's going to go a lot higher. There's a couple of projects like Gold Roads project. I was reading a report on that the other day. That's the feasibility study that GR is doing. It's due around the fourth quarter of this year. And I'd expect that to proceed to financing fairly quickly, and GR are well placed to win that construction contract as well. So if they get a contract like that, the market is really it reacts sharply to these moves given the low liquidity. So I think and Dacian Gold as well. So they're the two biggest gold projects that would be built in Australia in the next couple of years of those. So GR is well placed for both the construction contracts, given they're doing the definitive feasibility studies for each. So well placed for those, perfect chart, good fundamentals. It's a good stock to be in, I think, at this point.